The Sustainable Agriculture and Food Systems program that we have here is fairly unusual in the United States, in that what we've really tried to do is incorporate all the different aspects of what happens on campus with regard to food systems. So we have the working organic farm here, 23 acres. We also have the Sustainable Agriculture and Food Systems undergraduate major. We also have what was the first in the nation online program in Sustainable Food Systems, our graduate program, the MSFS. We have that here. We have what happens in the dining hall and all of those pieces, and so that's a culinary experience, also a culinary education. And then we have all the outreach that we do at the local, national, and also international levels. We were really fortunate in that we began with values, because values are at the core, they're also foundational, and so everything that we've done really has reflected the values that we bring to the table, if you will. In a lot of ways, you could summarize the values as nature, nurture, and nutrition. So how do we approach nature? How do we think about nutrition? And then how do we think about nurturing ourselves, our families, our communities, and then the environment around us? And so those values then, if you want to think about it in concentric circles, then we have the values at the very center, and then we have the ecological practices that are based on those values, and then we have the economic practices and the entrepreneurial opportunities that we have. So it really gives students a sense of how do you start a business, whether it's food related or not, frankly. How do you start a business and actually build out from those values and take that forward? We're really encouraging students to step out beyond the comfort of the discipline, beyond the comfort of the classroom, beyond the comfort of the community, sometimes getting into the international scale even. And so those values are very important, and we're able to explore those. So by not pushing the almighty dollar all the time and really helping people understand that what we're trying to do is this very complex thing, which it sounds pithy when we talk people, profit, and planet, but actually, that's much, much more complex than what many other institutions are doing. So we're not trying to give them a formula, but instead really give them the notion of a framework for analysis. And that gives them the capacity to go beyond Green Mountain College and apply that through the rest of their lives, which is systems. We've got practitioners who are teaching, and in that teaching, those are the folks, those of us who are full-time faculty. You know, I'm a farmer at home. Some of the other folks have done a lot of work in international development, also community development as well. And the people who are teaching our farm intensives very often are practicing farmers. In some cases, they're artisans. So these are people who bring skill sets directly to the students. They also, by virtue of that, help take the students out into the community. And that's really important for us, is that networking that we're doing with the surrounding food and agricultural community. So by virtue of a student doing a sustainability skills initiative, or by a student doing an internship here in the area, you know, and certainly the field trips we do, we're heavy on field trips because it's not just about getting onto a farm or into a commercial kitchen. It's about building the relationships, the alliances, the networks, and what happens next for students when they get out.